This is Christina Alonso from the Interactive Table Project. The product owner of this project is Hadia Hafar and the instructor is Masood Sajadi. This video will be describing some of the user stories that are part of the multi-user canvas epic. The first being that the user can use the multi-user canvas for drawing, changing the pen color, and erasing. So users can do this by just clicking on the Shared Notepad tab. And once you're on the Shared Notepad tab, whatever you write on there, other users will see, and whatever they write, you'll see as well. You can also change the pen color and the pen width of your drawings, and all the other users will see this reflected on their Shared Notepad. In order to do this, we use socket.io to go ahead and socket program. So we have a server that's talking to our client, and all the users, when they draw, it sends the information to the server, and the server goes ahead and sends out all that information to every single user that's on the Shared Notepad so that all the drawings show up on their screens as well. The next user story is that the user can also clear all on the multi-user canvas. So when someone clicks clear all, everybody's shared canvas will be erased. So any drawings on there will disappear. Again, it's just a click of a button and all the other users will see this happen. And we also use the socket and the server to do this as well. Finally, this is just a user story describing that the user can change the pen width and all the other users will see this happen. We use the socket programming and we send that information as well. So we go ahead and send the position of where the drawing's happening and the color and the width to the server, and the server goes ahead and sends that to all the other users. So I'm going to give you a quick demo before I show you some of the code. So firstly, we can clear all and it'll clear, and I'm going to go ahead and take out another tab here so that this could simulate another user. And as you can see, if I draw, you'll see it on both sides. If I change the color, this will happen as well. You can see the green is here too. And changing the pen width is also an option. So let's say this user wants to use a very thick pen and draw in purple. It will be reflected on both screens. Again, this can be scaled, so there can be more than just 2 users on this. There can be as many as you want. In terms of the code, we have this canvas client.js, which, as you could see here, this is when we're checking for when you actually click and drag on the canvas. Once that happens, we go ahead and socket emit that we are drawing a line, and what we send through is the position of where you actually drew, the color that you want to draw in, the pen mode, which is either eraser or pen. Erasing is also another functionality that was part of that first user story. You can erase, you could change the color, and you can just draw. And then right here, this has to do with the size of the width of the pen. And erasing and the pen mode and the current color all change with the functions similar to the user story about the personal notepad, which just has the erase function, the change color. So all these functions get called whenever you click those buttons. And more importantly, when you emit this, the server receives it. So here's my server code. Let me just control find. So right here we have our drawing line. So whenever the server receives draw line, it's going to go ahead and emit draw line to all the users that are going ahead and connecting to that server. So this gets sent to the client side, and then if we go ahead and go back to our canvas client.js file, we have this that says socket.onDrawLine, which is going to go ahead and actually draw that line. So every single person who is on the shared notepad is going to receive this socket on draw line when the server sends it, and it's going to go ahead and draw the line. So the actual drawing of the line code is in the socket functions file. So if you go to socket functions file, socket draw line, this is all the information. It draws it, or it erases if the pen mode is not pen. So if it's eraser, it does this code here. And it goes ahead and passes in the stroke style as the color. It's in the second index, and the line width in the fourth. And then it goes ahead and just strokes in the location where it's supposed to be. Similarly, for clear all, it's the same thing. We call clear all function. We socket emit to the server that clear all has been pressed, and then the server goes ahead and sends that to all the other users, so the users will receive a clear all, and then we go ahead and call socket clear all, which is in socket functions as well. You can see socket clear all. This code actually clears it all. And that's about it with these user stories. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at calon043@fiu.edu.